Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Skorpion with Mikkel. This is our third video of the day. Our first video was about would you date a non-believer. The second one was about women being hoes and men being pimps. Make sure you watch that. And this video is about how can you make a long distance relationship work. Now, I myself, I don't believe in long distance relationships, but what if I'm in a relationship with someone for 5 years and, you know, we living in Philly and they have to go to Los Angeles for a job and I decide to stay here? How would I make it work? You know, I think that I wouldn't just up and leave after 5 years. So we're going to talk about ways we can make it work. Now, with all the technology today, there are ways to, you know, see them every day. Like, yeah, Skype. You definitely can go on Skype. You can do Skype to Skype calls where you can see the other person, you know, and you can talk and sit there and chat for hours and hours and hours. You can send sweet messages back and forth all day long. It's like so much technology today that they didn't have back in the day where you probably could make it work. And when it comes to, well, I'll let Mikkel talk.
Let me talk about what?
I want to know, like, I'll let you talk. Okay, here, I'm going to just say this. There are ways, like, if you want to have, well, you can't have sex, but, I mean, I don't agree with phone sex, but there is ways that you can tease each other through the computer. Like, you can, yes, you could do, like, video conferencing.
Doing what?
What you think?
I don't know.
We're talking about, we in the 2000s now, okay? You don't have to sit there over the phone. Yeah, baby, what you got on? No, bitch. You can see what they got on. You can say, touch this area, touch that area. Yeah, do this, do that. There are ways that you can make it work. So even with sex,
I don't think
you don't get what I'm saying.
No, I understand.
You don't think you would ever do that?
No, hell no.
I
would be too embarrassed to do that.
But it's your partner.
Yeah, but I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. I asked a question on Twitter last night. How do people feel about long distance relationship? And a lot of people gave me mixed reactions, which I was surprised. A lot of people said that they think that it could work, and some people said that they were in it before and it didn't work for them. But one thing that kept coming back was people saying that in order for a long distance relationship to work, there has to be communication. And I totally agree. Now, what happens if you are dating someone for about, let's say, a month or 2 months, and then all of a sudden, there's nothing to talk about anymore? What do you do?
Either you gonna say, look, you're not talking enough. You gotta try to make it work before just ending a relationship.
But what if you guys have talked about? What if you guys have talked? Well, of course you couldn't have possibly talked about everything. But what if you talk like? Because you know, usually when you first meet somebody, you know that first phone call, you guys are on the phone for like 2 or 3 hours. You know what I mean? And then the next day you guys are on the phone for 2 or 3 hours, and then it may go on for like the first 4 or 5 days you're on the phone for 2 or 3 hours, and then by the second and third week it's like, okay, now it's like a hour conversation and an hour conversation. Then 4 weeks later it's like a 30-minute conversation. Then it's like next week it's like a 20-minute conversation. Then it's like a 5-minute conversation. And you're like, okay, I'll call you right back. And you're like,
let me ask you a question. Now, what you're talking about, it sounds like something from online, like an online dating thing.
No, I mean, no.
Because why would you, like, if you already at the 4 weeks, like, y'all should be hanging out, y'all should be going on dates.
We're talking about long distance relationship.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Oh, shit. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No.
I'm sorry.
No, this conversation is about long distance, and you're bringing up something that has nothing
I'm like, wait a minute, Mikkel, this don't even sound like...
No, you're losing me.
No, because you're like, because after the first week, I'm like, wait a minute.
No, as far as conversation while
okay.
That's
what me in mind, you know, sometimes, you know.
Yeah, he's drinking too much.
Drinking fucking energy drink, because, you know, that video that I did from Sunday. Woo!
Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't seen it. I heard about it.
You don't even want to watch it. My eyes was like, But anyway, you know, you can make it work only if you want it to work. If you don't want it to work, if you don't put no effort in it, you won't end up with anything.
Well, what do you suggest people who are in long distance relationship.
That's what I said you do. You hang around your friends, first of all. You be around your friends or do something that makes you happy where you won't just come home from work and be bored to death, going out your mind because, you know, you don't have your spouse there with you or that partner that you've been with for a while with you. You just do things to have fun. You call your friend up, go out to eat, go to the movies, do something fun. But that's fly out on a week. If you got the coins, fly out to see them on a weekend or have them come out and fly to you. You know, it would be really good to ask. I know there are probably like news reporters that, you know, have long distance relationships where one might work in one city and one might work in another city, and then, you know, they meet up. So that would be something good to ask someone that's in that field. How do they make it work? Because I know you can make it work. Like even like movie stars or even football players, basketball players. I don't know how they do it. I mean, but with all this technology today, come on. But that cheating, I'm not with all of that. And being a celebrity is hard. To me, I think it would be harder for a celebrity because... You know what would have been... I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what would have been really good? If we would have been talking to Michelle Williams right now and asking her, how do celebrities do it with long distance? Well, I know she done had racked up a $10,000 phone bill just talking on the phone alone. And Michelle, I want you to know, girl, there is a such thing as Skype. Skype is free, girl. Don't you ever. No, don't you ever. I love you to death, girl. Don't you ever spend no calling cards and $10,000 on no phone bill again. Never. Not with technology today. No.
This would be so nice if we could ask her, like,
yes.
How do you do it as a celebrity? How do you do a long distance?
Because them basketball players, they are a mess. You know them girls be sitting there at that locker room or waiting for you outside, and you know you might get your things sucked on, or you might go to the hotel room and get some play, and you got a wife at home and children at home. But you know what though? I kind of don't feel sorry for those housewives sometimes because they was doing the same thing that girl's doing with your man. And if you don't trust him, that's because you was out there doing the same thing. And you know, if he did it for you, he'll do it to somebody else too.
Well, that's not all.
Not all the time.
True.
But come on, as long as he...
Because I don't think a man would marry a groupie.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, but I don't think I would marry a groupie.
Because they marry them light-skinned women. They got beautiful hair and a light complexion. They just know that their children is going to come out looking nice, but they still going to want to have their fun on the side. They are.
What the hell does this have to do with long distance relationship?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's all the negative sides of long distance relationship. You might go out to the club and you might.
But what if you're not a basketball
drinks.
player? What if you're just an average Joe like us?
Shit, you know what?
And you're dealing in a long distance relationship.
Now it also depends on what type of. Now I know that there are people that have open relationships. There are people that say, well, you know what? Since I'm away, you can have sex with maybe 2 or 3 people. You know, but you have to be honest about it. Now I'm not saying that people will be honest, but there are people that have relationships like that where. Even people say, well, like, what is cheating? They might have their own regulations in a relationship on what is cheating. You never know.
I don't think anybody would be honest about how many people they had sex with. They had an open relationship. I wouldn't even want an open relationship.
I wouldn't either, but I just gotta let people know, especially young people out there. There are people that have so many fucking guidelines on what cheating is. We should do a video on what cheating is. What is cheating?
I don't know what cheating is.
See, then you know what? We can have this discussion at another time. We can even tweet about this. What is cheating? What is cheating? Cheating is when you know you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. If your partner don't know about it, then you cheating. And if y'all fucking, you cheating. If you kissed her, you cheating. Ain't no such thing. Oh, it was a friendly kiss. It was a drunk kiss.
Friendly kiss my ass. How about you get this friendly foot in your ass? How about that?
Ain't nothing friendly. Well, ooh.
Girl! Girl!
Ain't nothing friendly about a penis in your mouth or your vagina or your anus, okay? I want y'all to know that. If you out there cheating.
Girl! You telling these people a little bit too much of your personal
It ain't my personal business. I'm just letting them know. And I don't got that stuff. I don't do all that, but I'm just saying.
Girl, you do 2 out of 3.
Who, you?
No, you.
No, you. Okay.
No, you. You.
Look, YouTube, this is how we're going to end this
Yeah,
video.
we're going to end this when he does 2 out of 3, and he maybe even do 2.5. You never know. Look at him.
I might do 3.5.
No wonder why his ass always jumping up to go to First Fridays.
It's fun.
I bet you it is fun. Which one is fun? Which y'all do first? The anal, the mouth.
None of the above. My hand might touch you somewhere. Okay.
God, you're gonna make me.
I'm not saying nothing else.
What happened in that bathroom that day?
You was trying it on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
Bye. Bye.